guys, it's me Daily. Welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm in a kind of different location. For this week's video I'm going to be doing my October TBR. I have picked 8 books of my choice, and I'm also going to be drawing blindly from the buckets of mystery books. The first one is probably a bunch of people have never heard of this book. Anyway, that book is The Most Evil Woman in History, and this is by Shelley Klein. I've already started this. I've only gotten to page 22, I think. I read through about this much of it, and I haven't picked it up since. But it's just interesting. It's also kind of a freaky book that I could pick up during October. My grandma let me borrow this book off her shelf, so thank you, Grandma, and I'm excited to read it. Yeah, this is definitely a spookier thriller kind of book, even though it's more informational, which is definitely not my favorite thing to read about. I really don't like reading informational reads. It still interests me, the first story I read, because it keeps me on the edge of my seat. It really freaks me out. I don't know why, but it's murder, so it just always freaks me out when it's murder. So yeah, I'm just trying to pick it back up and start off from where I left off. The next book I want to pick up this month is Wink Poppy Midnight by April Genevieve Tuchoke. I don't even know how to say that. First of all, I really like the cover. This is from my mom's bookshelf. The synopsis doesn't give away a whole lot. I'll read it out because it's really short. Every story needs a hero. Every story needs a villain. Every story needs a secret. Wink, Poppy, Midnight, which are the 3 main characters. We follow all of their perspectives, by the way. 2 girls, 1 boy, 1 summer, 1 bad thing. What really happened? Somebody knows. Someone is lying. That's all that synopsis says on the inside flap. I just want to go into it kind of not knowing a whole lot, which is definitely... I'm sorry. I'm just going to leave it like that. I need better tape to hang my lights up. It's just kind of a mysterious book involving a lie or like a really maybe sinister act that somebody knows the secret to. Oh my god! I'm really sorry about this. I'm just excited to see what happens. I love the cover, and I'm hoping the inside is as beautiful as the outside. It's pretty short, so I'm hoping I can get through it pretty quick. The next book I want to read is SpongeBob comic book number 3. This is the 3rd one, and this is the last one I own that I haven't read yet. This one is Tales from the Haunted Pineapple, and this doesn't take very long to read. It's a comic book. Some pages have more words than others, so it does take me about an hour to get through one of these, but it's so worth it because they're so fun. This is the last one that they have made, I'm pretty sure, that's in like this format. The next book on my October TBR list is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. This one is, I think, an adult fantasy. I've heard it's either a hit or a miss. So it's either you really love it or you really just don't connect with it, and I'm really hoping it's a hit. And I really like the cover. My mom bought this for me about 1.5 years ago at Walmart, because I don't know why, I just really wanted it. I really like the spine, and I really like the stripes there. It kind of just looks more October-ish, and I feel like it would definitely fit the idea of October. I used to think that the words were really small, but they're not. I already tried reading it. I actually DNF'd it. Well, about 1 year ago, I picked it up and I was getting really confused. I might have been in a reading slump, so I wasn't really in the mood for the book, but I still forced myself to read it, which is never a good idea. I still want to read it, so I'm going to try and pick it up now. And this is pretty much about a mysterious circus that goes from different towns, and it only happens at night, and you like never know where it's going to be. And there are 2 magicians in the story. They're in a magic competition, and they end up like falling in love, I'm pretty sure. So I'm excited about this one. Again, I already tried reading it. It was really confusing at first, but I'm going to try and get to it again, and hopefully this time I understand it a little more and kind of dive into it more than the first time. Also, a lot of these are more spooky, Halloween-y books, so this is really all I have that kind of can relate to Halloween a little bit. The next book is Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. This is my older stepsister's book. She gave me the entire quartet, I guess you could say. There's 4. There was like a new addition to it, I'm pretty sure, or a couple new additions to it that came out more recently. I've heard it's very, very stupid. It's a pretty thick book, but I'm not really intimidated by it because I'm hoping I like it, but it's also kind of like, I've heard it's kind of, you know, like a piece of crap. This book is definitely on the list. I'm hoping I at least try to pick it up or get to it. 2005, that's when I was born. This book came out the year I was born. That's great. It's kind of an old book, and I'm just ready to dive into it, and I'm hoping I really, really like it, but also kind of like, you know, not like it a lot, because I don't want to be the only person that like falls in love with it or something. I don't know. The next book of my choice is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. This is the like add-on companion novel to the Hunger Games trilogy. So it's a trilogy and this is like the add-on companion novel. I've heard good things, I've heard bad things. I'm really hoping I like it. This follows President Snow when he was younger, and that's all I know about it. I'm kind of nervous going into it. It's kind of intimidating to me. It's not the size really. It's more of a dystopian. I'm scared because I remember feeling this way when I first went into the Hunger Games. I don't know what it is about the Hunger Games that really just makes me nervous to go into it, because I don't know, there's just something about the idea of it that doesn't like sound interesting, but once I start reading it, it really just takes me away to that place. So I know I'll probably really like it, and I'm really hoping I do. I remember being so excited that there was going to be a new installment. I was so excited and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna read it. And look at me, I haven't read it. I loved the Hunger Games trilogy, so I'm really looking forward to getting this one picked up, but again, I'm also kind of nervous going into it. The next book on the list is The Whisper Man by Alex North. This is his other novel. I recently read The Shadows by Alex North, and that was really my first experience with a thriller slash horror book, and I really, really enjoyed it. It was amazing, and I'm really looking forward to diving more into that genre. This takes place in a town, I don't know what it's called, but this takes place in a town not too far away from Gritton, which is the town in The Shadows by Alex North, his other novel. Tom Kennedy's wife like suddenly dies, and he kind of wants a fresh start, so he moves him and his son Jake to Featherbank, a small little town. And there is a stalker man called the Whisper Man who goes up to kids' windows and whispers to them. And if that doesn't send chills up your spine, what does? I mean, I know I'm like old enough, like there's no monsters, but this is something that could actually happen. Stalkers are totally real, and it's just a really freaky concept. I'm really ready for it, and I loved his other novel, and I'm just so excited to pick this one up. I remember flying through The Shadows by Alex North. I'm pretty sure I read it in 3 or 4 days, which is really good for me, and I'm hoping this is kind of the same thing for me. The last one I'm extremely ecstatic about, and I've never heard of this book, nor have I heard of the movie, and I'm really excited to read the book and then watch the movie on Netflix. I'm just so excited. So that book is Pan's Labyrinth by Guillermo del Toro and Cornelia Funk. I just got this from Barnes & Noble. My dad bought this for me. He was like, let's go to Sioux Falls. I'll go to Barnes & Noble with you. And he hates shopping for books. And I just walked right in and I was like, I want this book. I mean, I wasn't bratty about it, but he didn't want to be there for too long. And I already knew that I wanted this book, even though I had no idea what it was about. And he just went and got it for me. Thank you, Dad. I'm so excited to read this. This cover is stunning. I love it. It's like pushed out so like you can feel it and just like get a good look. The back is also just cool, and underneath is even better. I mean, not better. I like the cover better, but it's still awesome. Underneath. Ah! Like, what the heck? Why is this so pretty? So this is what the cover is, and if you were scared of like monsters, please click out, because I'm gonna show you a photo of one of like the monster dudes in this movie. So he's like, he runs around and his eyeballs are in the center of his palms and he's like this, and it's really, really freaky. and I will insert a picture like off to the side somewhere. I have no clue what this book is really about. It doesn't give a whole lot away in the synopsis, so I'm really just going into it blind. Every end of the page has like such a cool design. There are pictures in here as well. It is just so cool. It is larger than your average book, so I'm just so excited to get into it anyway. I'm pretty sure like this goat guy like protects her. I have no idea what the concept of the book is, but I know that this cover is worth it no matter what the book is like on the inside. Apparently this is a movie and it's on Netflix, so I really want to pick up the book soon and just like get to it. This is, I'm pretty sure, a spooky book. This book is not for the This book is not for the faint of heart or weak in spirit. It's not for skeptics who don't believe in fairy tales or the powerful forces of good. It's only for brave and intrepid souls like you, who will stare down evil in all its forms. Now it is time to pick from the mystery bucket. Pretty much all of the titles on my shelves are in here, besides all of my large fairy tales, Shakespeare books. I'm definitely not going to be picking those up unless I want to. I do have the 5 first novels of The Wizard of Oz in here, which is combined into one book. Say I picked like a Christmas book, then I would have a chance to put it back in the bucket and redraw, because I'm not going to be reading a Christmas book in the middle of October. You know, that doesn't make any sense. So let's find our first pick. This is going to be 2 picks from here. That's really just going to be what it is every time. I know last month I picked 3, but I think this, like, from now on, I'm going to be picking 2 books. I could draw ones that I've already read or have on the TBR, so if that's the case, then that's okay. I'll just be picking different ones. Stranger Than, Stranger Than fanfiction by Chris Colfer. So I actually found this at the dollar store at my local Dollar Tree a while back, and I was just like, Chris Colfer, yay, get it in the cart. But I grabbed this one from the dollar store because it's Chris Colfer, and I really liked his Land of Stories series. Kind of. The first 2 books were fantastic. The rest of them were okay. So there's like this celebrity named Cash Carter, and these 4 friends like jokingly invite this famous Cash Carter dude to go on a road trip with them, and they're really shocked when he agrees to go, and it's like, oh my god, a celebrity's going to be in our car with us. It was just a joke, like what the heck. So it's like, it's a cool idea, and I'm excited to have it, and I don't know what it's gonna hold. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like, they're gonna learn secrets about Cash Carter that no one ever expected. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone expects him to be so cool, but really deep down he's hurt and broken. So that's what I'm expecting out of the book. I don't know a whole lot other than that, but Chris Colfer, I love him on Glee. I love the first 2 books in the Land of Stories series, and I'm just hoping that this one is just as good as the first 2 books in the Land of Stories. The final book we have here, let's pick you. I'm not cheating. The Last Boy and Girl in the World. You know what? I was kind of debating on picking this one up. I was looking at it. I was like, you know what do I want to do? This is by Siobhan Vivian. And I have read the Burn for Burn trilogy by her and Jenny Han, and I really love that trilogy. It is amazing. I think their town is flooding, and they want to like spend their last moments together before they have to like part and go separate ways or something. I don't know. This is like a chunkier, kind of more contemporary novel. I love the cover, but I feel like the idea of the story doesn't interest me as much as the cover does. So that's kind of why I've been putting it off. But this is one of those books that I was kind of having on the back burner for if I ever like went through this jolt of energy where I just want to pick up a bunch of different contemporaries, which is not often, then this would be one of those books for that. That's it for today's video. I have a total of about 10 books on my TBR for the month. Anyway, I really hope you guys liked today's video, and let me know if you kind of like the setting more, or if you want me to sit on the floor again. I just kind of wanted to put the camera in front of the window so that the light would hit me like evenly, so it's not like half of my face is darker than the rest of me. Please hit that subscribe button down below if you want to, if you like my channel. Please do that. It would really help me out. Also, push the like button if you want to as well, and comment any recommendations you have, any spooky book recommendations, or just scary books in general. I'm so happy and thankful for all of you. So thanks for watching today's video. I will see you next Monday on my channel, and I hope you have an awesome October. Bye!